All right, everybody, how's it going? This is David Kramer. I hope I got that in before this started. But anyway, this is David Kramer from Kramer Unstuck, and I just want to talk about this whole, I think his name was George Floyd, the black man that was murdered by them cops. I'm talking to you after I came home from work, so I'm all disheveled, which, I look at it this way. You need to see the reality of stuff. My camera seems to be focusing and, maybe mess with it a little bit. I'm dirty, sweaty. I like wearing these heavy shirts until the end of June to get used to the heat and humidity. I take that off, and during July and August when it gets hotter, I can deal with it. I look a little bit like a werewolf right now, which is fine with me. It keeps people away from me. But anyway, this whole this murder of this George Floyd, that is, I tell you what, those cops need to be, they need to be beat. They need to be beat and then thrown in general population. I said to a couple guys at work, I said what they need to happen is they need to be sentenced to life for that murder. They need to be taken into general pop. The white gangs take these guys over to the black gang and say, listen, we want peace, okay? So here's our offering to you. I tell you, the people like that one cop, that had the had his knee on that George Floyd's neck he had his hand in his pocket. I was just thinking somebody ought to take a nail gun, tell him put your hand in your pocket, and then nail his hand fast to his leg. Wow, what a useless human being. Just walk, and that other cop, the arrogance and stupidity of these people, this gang mentality, because I think there was 4 of them, if I'm correct. And George was not, he wasn't resisting. There was nothing I didn't see the man resisting. Sure, he seemed to be a little reticent. He didn't want to come out of the vehicle, but so what? I'm thinking George was a big guy. And I'm thinking this pathetic little pansy of a cop was afraid. And this was his way of trying to make up for that weak little feeling inside of him. Okay? So yeah, I hope these cops get the book thrown at them and they get put in general pop. Probably won't happen because we got to make sure that these guys have a nice little life imprisonment, experience. Now, I'm going to go into talk about these riots. You people out there that are rioting and burning these buildings, burning these businesses, you're a bunch of idiots. Boy, you are stupid human beings. You're no better than them cops. Okay? I don't give a damn who owns those businesses. I don't care if it's a white person or a black person or a red person or whatever. They don't deserve that. They are not the ones who killed George Floyd. Okay? You know the names of these people, these cops. Go visit them. I'm sure they're at home. I don't know. I don't know where they are right now. But, there's Black Lives Matter, I think, is there. Antifa. Well, these are cowards, weaklings. And I'm going to say this, and this here is going to probably label me as a racist. Okay? And I don't care. There's 2 types of colored people. There are good black men and women that are out there working hard. They're building something. They may have come from the ghettos. They may have come from the projects, and they're like, I want to do something better. I want to work at something. And they were probably spit on and laughed at because, well, what are you, an Uncle Tom? What are you? What are you? One of those, I don't know what they would call them anymore. I guess an Uncle Tom is what they call them. And they're working to get out of that and to build something better. Those are people I have great respect for. Now here we go. This is where I'm going to be called a racist, and you're not going to like this. Then there's the other group, the niggers. Yeah, the niggers. You're a pointless, worthless bunch of losers. You're children. You're weak. I look at it this way. Your kind, if you want a war, I'll be there. We'll take people like you and put you in chains. You're the fault. You're in your position. You're the one who has a weak mind. You're the one who just decides, well, acting like a complete baboon is the way it works for me, because if I don't, my friends are going to laugh at me. My friends are going to treat me like crap. Maybe they're going to beat me up. That is a weak, weak way to go. I was like that years ago, following the crowd, afraid of this. I tried to please people. Well, I'm way past that. I could care less. If I'm not doing anything bad or untoward toward you, and you don't like me, good. Because guess what? I got you wrapped around my little finger. I didn't try to, but I got you. But you people who are out there acting like a bunch of baboons, that's what you are. I think what they ought to do there in the ghettos for people like you is they ought to just rip the buildings down and then just plant trees. That way you can swing from tree to tree like the monkeys that you are. Pathetic. You people are spitting on what happened to George. Okay? And like I said, you're no better than them cops. What the heck? An auto parts store? Other store? Really? You're scum of the earth. Okay? Do the family a favor and knock it off. Okay? I want justice for what happened to George Floyd. George Floyd did not deserve what happened to him. I don't care what he did. At that point, like I said, the man didn't do anything that I saw. He couldn't help but comply. He was already cuffed. And that piece of shit cop. Well, I tell you, I'd love to have just 5 minutes. 5 minutes with that guy. And it wouldn't take me 5 minutes to put him down. And then I'd have the other 4 to do whatever I want to him. And then after that, I would ask God for forgiveness. I'd say, if you want to forgive me, forgive me. If you don't, whatever. I tell you what, I hope if I'm ever in a situation like that and I see a cop doing that to somebody when they don't deserve it, that I go over and I kick that guy right in the face. I don't care if they kill me, put me in jail, whatever. You gutless cowards. All right? So, that's pretty much all I have to say today. And, pray for the family. It's a bad world. This world doesn't have any forgiveness. This world will tear you up. It will chew you up. It will spit you out. But you need to act differently. And there are people that are out there protesting peacefully. And I see it this way. I hope the police get their act straight and get their people straightened out, find out who else is a problem, and get those people kicked out. But I hope right now that those police take whatever action they need to take against these people that are burning buildings, businesses, and just destroying stuff for no friggin' reason. So that's it. That's all I got to say today. And until next time, this is Kramer Unstuck.